And speaking of that boss that does spawn, he is a rare, very, I think it's like a 5% chance that he spawns, and he has the highest drop rate for some of the bind on equip blues, which is really good. If you're looking to make maximum profit from this instance, actually there's a chest there as you saw. But anyway, so he actually has the highest drop rate for the bind on equip blues, and you can make a lot of extra cash if you get one of those, which is actually a really nice thing to have. And also, he has the highest drop rate for also the epics, the Shadowfang and the Assassin's Dagger or something. I have yet to get one of those, but maybe one day I will. Alright, so I get all these guys. Now this is actually really nasty because they give a really bad debuff, which, applies to no matter what level you are. It's going to decrease your power, and it actually, and here I just start, here they actually silence me, and you see I have that purple debuff. That actually degrades random skills over a 5-minute period, which is really nasty, and they do silence you as well, so my pet actually almost wipes here, but I get it just in time and start downing them. So fairly close, but I kind of just in time and we down them. So now it's just loot up and yep. Okay. So the next pull is right ahead, and see, I do have that debuff still, so I'm hoping it doesn't give me the bows, because the bow debuff, because if it gives me that, then I might not wipe, but it'll take a lot longer. I'll lose a lot more health, and just problems can happen. And if I were to get silenced or something, I might wipe as well, which I have yet to happen. But I can definitely imagine it happening if that were to occur. So just standard pull again, just room through room. And then I actually stop here because the next part are actually the bosses, and the bosses are separated. You have to kill one to move on to the next. So I actually stop here and kill these guys. See, there are not nearly as many ads as the other pulls, so it's fairly simple. I would say it's about as many ads, if not a little more than the, yeah, actually more probably, but just barely more than the first pull. Just standard killing. And we're done. So now it's not time for the bosses. So I take a left and go right here. Aspect of the pack actually to get speed. And then I aspect of the beast whenever I see one of these, just down the few ads right there. And like I said, here's a demonstration. Or sorry, next one maybe. Of my loot. I do have auto loot because I actually don't care what loot's here. I want it all. So, and then I skin as well. And it's also necessary that you have at least 16 slot bags, because there is a lot of loot to carry, and you do want to keep all those greens for the auction house. So this one I actually range down from afar, because there is a nasty, not really that bad at this level, at my level, but I just avoid getting it. It's a debuff that does some pretty nasty arcane damage. If you actually see at the top, that's the last boss that kind of appears there for a second, and he'll actually give you a nasty debuff that does arcane damage every 3 seconds, I think. So I avoid it by staying in the other room until, and then I actually here these guys actually have a fairly high drop rate. Not many people loot them, but they actually have a fairly high drop rate for blues, and I've gotten blues, I would say 5 or 6 times. Some are bind on equip, some are bind on pickup, but it's good to keep in mind. So I just check these guys. I don't auto loot them because the other loot's kind of crap, but so I get that. I just double check. No blues this time, unfortunately. And my pet actually has that debuff if you look in the upper left, the arcane damage. So then again, continue to run down this guy. So I do save all the bind on equip blues and greens and epics if I ever get them. So I can resell in the auction house. And any of the bind on pickup blues I sell at the vendor because I have no need for them. And all the grays I sell at the vendor as well. There are a couple whites such as wool cloth and a lot of leather from skinning that I do keep because you do make a lot extra profit. So here's the final pull in the final room, and just standard. There's like 3 or 4 ads, 3 actually, and then the archmage Aragul himself. And so I keep my pet on the boss so that because he has the most health. and then it's a standard down. It's standard killing, but so I keep my pet on the boss so that because like I said, he does have quite a bit of health for his level. So down, he drops here the robes of Aragol, his most common drop. A really nice caster's robe. So that's actually it. So hope you enjoy. The next video will be how I make money off of SFK and what I did on the auction house with the loot. So there you go. Thanks.